Asherah who eat at Jezebel's table, sending for a total of 850 false prophets to meet him on Mount Carmel. Verse 20, so Ahab sent for all the children of Israel and gathered the prophets together on Mount Carmel. So not only did they bring all the false prophets into the scene here, but they gathered, it says, all the children of Israel. However many thousands of people that was. You got everybody hanging out on Capitol Hill. Verse 21. And Elijah came to all the people and said, how long will you falter between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal, follow him. But the people answered him not a word. Now just a quick side note here. Anytime you see there in that scripture where it says the word Lord in those capital letters,
Yeah.
what that word there means is Yahweh. That word Yahweh, that name of God Yahweh, is what was really in those original texts, and the scribes just put in that word Lord. But I like to use the word Yahweh frequently when I'm reading this, so if you hear me say that, don't be confused. So Elijah, he gets all these people together, he goes up to them, all the children of Israel, and he says to them, how long are you guys going to falter or waver between two opinions? If Yahweh is God, follow him. If Baal, whose side was Baal on? The devil.
Amen.
If Baal is God, follow him, serve him. The people were too divided between these two different camps. Following God, the true God, one day, following Baal the next day. Maybe going to worship Yahweh one week, but then being like, yeah, I don't know, let's just walk with Baal the next week. And I can tell you this, it was politically popular to follow Baal.
That's right.
How do we know that? Because that's exactly what King Ahab and Jezebel were all about.
Amen.
They were under the control of all these false prophets and all these evil spirits. The popular thing to do at the time was to walk with Baal, the false god. It was unpopular to walk with the true God, with Yahweh, Jehovah. Elijah, notice, he was all by himself here.
Amen. That's right.
He was all by himself here. One prophet of God versus 850 prophets of the devil. I don't want to hear any griping and complaining if you're the only one following Jesus.
Amen. Come on now, brother.
We need to take a stand.
Amen.
And I can tell you that you're not the only one, but sometimes it feels like that, and sometimes
All
we
right
think
now,
that.
come on.
I don't care if you're by yourself. Follow God anyway. Take a stand
Amen.
like Elijah did. Now, so Elijah confronts the people with this, and no one says anything. They're just looking at him. Verse 22. Then Elijah said to the people, I alone am left a prophet of Yahweh. But Baal's prophets are 450 men. Therefore let them give us 2 bulls. And let them choose 1 bull for themselves, cut it in pieces, and lay it on the wood, but put no fire under it. And I will prepare the other bull, and lay it on the wood, but put no fire under it. Then you call on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord, Yahweh. And the God who answers by fire, he is God. So all the people answered and said, it is well spoken. I'm going to make sure everyone understands what's going on here. All the false prophets, they get a bowl. Now I'm not talking about a bowl like a bowl of soup. We're talking about a cow, a bull. Amen? Like the Chicago Bulls. False prophets get a bull. Elijah gets a bull. the two parties chop up, slice up the two bulls. They're going to then put the bulls and the remainder of these bulls, these dead bulls, onto the altars. Not allowed to light the bulls on fire. Now they're like offering up a sacrifice. This is what they were doing back in those days. You know, God's people would offer up animal sacrifices at times to the Lord. And the false prophets would also at times offer up similar types of sacrifices to their gods. So the challenge that Elijah is putting out to these false prophets says, all right, your dead bull right here, my dead bull right here. We're each going to pray out to our gods. And we're going to ask our gods. I'm going to ask my God, Elijah says, and you guys can ask Baal. We're going to each ask our gods to light our sacrifice on fire. And so whichever bull gets lit up by fire, whichever bull gets fire poured out upon it and gets burned up, we know that that person has the true and living God. Does everybody follow this?
Amen.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Verse 25. Now Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, choose one bull for yourselves and prepare it first, for you are many, and call on the name of your God, but put no fire under it. So they took the bull which was given them, and they prepared it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even till noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, no one answered. Then they leapt about the altar which they had made. All right, false prophets are crying out to Baal. Baal, light up our fire. Show everyone you're alive. You know, light up this bowl. And there's no answer. So then they start leaping around and, you know, doing their crazy evil dances around the altar, trying to get the attention of Baal. This is what's going on. Verse 27, and so it was at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, or louder, for he is a god. Either he is meditating, or he is busy, or he is on a journey, or perhaps he is sleeping and must be awakened. See, Elijah knew that no matter how many false prophets are dancing around this bull and praying for Baal to send down fire upon it, Elijah knew ain't nothing was going to happen. So he goes ahead and mocks him. You know, he's getting a little bold. Hey! Call him up! In fact, some translations even say, some other versions of the Bible say that Elijah said to them, hey, look, maybe Baal is going to the bathroom. Just keep calling out to him. That's what it says. Probably what the original Hebrew says. So, verse 28, so they cried aloud and cut themselves, as was their custom, with knives and lances until the blood gushed out on them. So nothing's working. Now the false prophets are cutting themselves, trying to get the attention of Baal. 29, and when midday was past, they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, but there was no voice, no one answered, no one paid attention. Then Elijah said to all the people, come near to me. So all the people came near to him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. Now it's Elijah's turn. The false prophets had danced and done their jig and cried out to Baal for 6 hours. 6 hours! Everyone was standing around watching this. And nothing happened. Now it's Elijah's turn. It says the first thing he did, it says, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. Doesn't sound like it had been getting used a lot. Okay?
Amen.
So the first thing he does is he repairs what had been broken. And sometimes in your life you need to do that. You need to fix something that's been broken before you can move on.
Amen. Amen.
Verse 31. And Elijah took 12 stones according to